The mind is a fundamental aspect of human cognition. The mind plays a distinct role in how we understand, perceive, and interact with the world. When a camera is focused on an object, a picture is captured. To get a clear and perfect picture, the photographer needs a steady focus. Our mind is like the photographer. Our dreams and goals are the objects to be captured. To capture your dreams and goals, you need the steady focus of the mind. Our eyes and ears are the cameras, and the picture is the result of the process. Our eyes and ears are the gateway to the mind. And whatsoever that affects the mind affects the totality of your being. This is why it's important for you to be mindful of the information you listen to and the information you focus on. Your focus is a foundational tool for your aspirations and goals in life. Do everything within your power not to lose it. My name is Cindy, and I'm bringing to you Piece of Words by Cindy. And in today's episode, we'll be looking at the powers of thoughts and healthy thought practices. Thoughts are created by our daily encounters. Thoughts are created by our activities in the day. The things we listen to, the things we focus on creates our thoughts. The powers of thoughts can be narrowed down into the following points. One is your thoughts has a way of changing your experience. The things you think about, the informations you think about, they have a way of changing your life experience. Take, for instance, two friends are given a huge assignment. The first person in his mind thinks, this is difficult. I can't do this. This is difficult. How can they give me this? It is too difficult for me. The second person in the mind is thinking that I have all it takes, and this assignment is going to stretch me to bring out the best in me. I better do this assignment well. You see, the thoughts of these two persons are different, and the experience of these two persons will also be different. Since this person is thinking about difficulty, he will always experience difficulty. Why? Because his thought is difficult. His experience will be difficult. The second person's thought is that this will bring out the best in me, and I can do it. And the person sees possibility, and his experience will be different. He will experience ease. Why? Because his thought is possibility. So our thought has a way of changing our experience. Your thoughts about your goals and your pursuit in life has a way of changing your experience. It has a way of changing your reality. If you think your dreams and goals is difficult, my dear, it will be your experience physically will be difficulty. But if you believe that you have all it takes to pursue your dream, if you believe that you can do it, you see the means coming to you, your experience will be different. So our thoughts has a way of changing our experience. If you are experiencing difficulty in your life today, check your thoughts. Your experience is the product of your thoughts. So you need to be mindful of the informations you think about. Number two, your thought has a way of reorganizing your brain. If you think possibility, if you think that your dreams and goals are possible, your brains are reorganized. Your brain start giving you ideas. Your brain start being creative. You see your brain being creative. Why? Because you think of possibility. The brain actually looks for ways to help you out, give you ideas. The brain has a way of dishing out, creative ideas that could help you. Why? Because your thoughts are in line. If your thought is negative towards your dream, you will see your brain being dormant. Your brain will not help you. Because you see difficulty, your brain also will interpret difficulty. So your thought has a way of reorganizing your brain. This is why it's important for you to just be mindful of your thoughts. Number three, your thought has a way of influencing your emotions. Trust me, your emotions are paramount. You should consider the way you feel at all times. Yes. Why? Because your thought has a way of affecting your emotions. And once your emotions are affected, your physical state is affected. What do I mean? When you think about maybe something that happened in the past, maybe you were hurt in the past, or in the past you didn't do well, you failed. Maybe in the past you took a wrong step, you made a mistake, and you keep thinking about it. You keep rehearsing it. I call it rehearsal. We are in nursery school, we need to rehearse our rhymes, for us to get accustomed to it. We need to sing the song every day, just like a morning tea. Anytime you come to school, you recite it and all that. Anything you think about and you let it settle in your mind will recite it. Your mind will keep reciting it. Once you allow your mind to do that to you, your physical state will be affected. You'll be sad. You'll be frustrated. You'll be angry. Your the thoughts can just bring out different emotions in you. And these emotions, if you don't take care, you can transfer it to the next person. You can transfer it to your job. You can transfer it to your dreams. Okay, because something happened in the past and you failed and you made that mistake, you took that wrong step. Your mind, anytime you want to take step again, your mind will now remind you, do you remember that in the past you did this and it failed? Do you remember this? Do you remember that? And once your mind takes you back to that, you see yourself not wanting to take that step, and you're still where you are. You're not making progress. So the mind has a way of just changing our physical state, just have a way of disorganizing everything for us. So you need to be conscious and mindful of the thoughts you let settle in your mind. Number four, thoughts have a way of bringing self-prophecies to pass. Our thought has a way of bringing our self-prophecies to fruition. What do I mean? Self-prophecies are actually declarations you tell yourself, you declare unto yourself. Self-prophecies are your beliefs. I believe I will make it. I believe that anything I touch will prosper. I believe this. I believe in myself. I am confident that anywhere I appear, I will do well. These are self-prophecies. If you keep on reciting the self-prophecies to yourself, when you keep on reciting it and reciting it, do you know that your actions will be tilted towards the direction of your self-prophecies start manifesting as realities? Why? Because it is what you think about. And once you think about it, it goes to your brain. Your brain interprets it as healthy. You see everything working in line. Your actions will align. Your thoughts, like everything about you, will align. Your brain will align. So it is important for you to always check your thoughts. Number five, our thought has a way of changing our views. Most successful people, they use what we call visualization techniques to achieve their goals. Yes. What do I mean? This is you seeing yourself in your dream. This is you not saying, I will get there. This is you seeing yourself there. If you want to get a particular point, this is you just seeing yourself in that same point. Physically, you're not there, but in your mind, you're there. And once you see yourself there, trust me, you're there. Every other thing start falling in place. Your actions, everything start falling in place. Why? Because you've already seen it yourself. So with that being said, let's look at healthy thought practices. If you value your dreams and goals, if you really want to get there in life, there are thought practices you need to engage. Number one is mindfulness. You need to be mindful of the things you think about. You need to just be, very alert, be at alert at every information that come around you, be it positive, be it negative. Just be alert. Sieve every information that comes around you. As a man and woman of destiny, as a man and woman that believes that I have been programmed for something, you need to be very mindful of the things you listen to. Number two practice is meditation. You need to meditate on those things, on those thoughts that are beneficial to you. Yes, meditation is all about you being calm, getting a calm place, sitting in at a position, trying to wrap your head around the thoughts that are beneficial to you. Meditation helps us, it helps to keep the mind on check, you know. So meditation it's a practice that you should engage. The third practice you should engage is affirmation. You need to have the list of declarations you declare to yourself every now and then, every day. The thought practices is not something you do once and you be like, okay, it's something you consistently and consciously do. So affirmation, this is you telling yourself, I can do this. I have all it takes. I am in that category. I belong to that. I can do it. This is you affirming positive thoughts. That is that for the words of affirmation. And number four is what I call cognitive behavioral technique. What does that entails? This is you identifying the thoughts that you usually think about, and this is you pinpointing, is this thought positive? Is this thought negative? And cognitive behavioral techniques is also all about reframing negative thoughts to positive thoughts. When the thought of I cannot do this comes, cognitive behavioral techniques is you reframing that thought. No, I have what it takes. I can do this. Last but not the least is gratitude. Gratitude. Most times we look at the things we do not have and forget the things we have. You need to be grateful for everything you have. You need to be grateful of where you are today. You need to be grateful of who you are today. All these things are very, very important. It's a healthy practice for the mind. You need to be grateful to God. Thank you for bringing me thus far. This is you noting and looking at all those things you have. This is you going inwards to look out for the things you have and be grateful for them and be thankful for them. Quit looking at what others have. What do you have? Think about it. Be thankful about it. So that is that. In conclusion, intentionality is a must. You must be intentional about the things you watch, the things you listen to. You should train yourself and have this degree of discipline that there are things you cannot watch. There are things you cannot listen to. There are things you cannot say. There are words you cannot say. There are people you cannot mingle with. This is you just training yourself. This is you just being so mindful. Like this is you being intentional of the things you think about. If you are so conscious of making it in life, if you are so conscious of getting to greater heights, then you should be intentional with whatsoever information you allow penetrate you. Being aware of the powers of thoughts and consciously choosing the thoughts you focus on can lead to an intentional living and better outcomes. Adherence to healthy thought practices can actually change your thought patterns and also push you forward in your pursuit. I would like to stop here and continue in my next video. Please do well to like, share, and comment your thoughts about this video. Please do well to follow me on my YouTube page at Piece of Words by Cindy, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking the bell icon down below so that you'll be notified anytime I come online or anytime I post my new videos. Please also follow me on my Facebook page at Piece of Words by Cindy. I'm glad you could watch. Bye bye.